Hi, it's Rosie from Cake Masters, and today's video is using sculpted scroll mold from Marvelous Molds. The molds that I'm going to be using and showing you in this video are the left essential flourish mold and the right essential flourish mold, the prime flourish molds, left and right, the essential swirl molds. These are lovely because they're quite coiled. And then finally I have the scroll border. This looks absolutely fantastic around cakes and also on cake boards, as you'll see in this video. As you can see, the inside of the mold has a beautiful textured detail. The molds also have this edge, which is a blade which cuts the fondant, which is very different to other molds out there on the market. So I have some blue gum paste, which I'm just softening. You don't have to use just gum paste. These molds can also be used with fondant, with marzipan, chocolate, sugar, and isomalt. So what I'm doing now is just rolling out the gum paste. And the good thing about these molds is that you can actually roll out the gum paste quite thin. Next thing I'm going to do is take the mold and I'm going to dust it with some cornstarch. You can see there's quite a bit of cornstarch in this. I'm going to take it all out because all you need is a very thin film of cornstarch. So now I'm going to take my gum paste, I'm going to pop it over my mold, and then I'm just going to push down the gum paste into the mold. You don't have to be delicate at this point, you just push it right in. Just use your hands to push it right into the textured detail of the mold. You'll notice that the blade that I pointed out in the beginning of the video is starting to show through the gum paste. So what we're going to do is take a rolling pin and roll over the top, just in very short rolls, nothing with too much pressure, and you'll notice that the blade cuts away the gum paste. Have a clean cut there, and you're left with the exact amount of gum paste that you need for the mold. So as you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3 windows. I'm just going to use a tool to just get rid of that excess. These windows have been incorporated into the molds to allow for colour to come through and can create some striking designs. I'm just going to use my finger to push down the blade on top of the gum paste. This part of the process just means that you have an absolutely perfect edge and there's no need to go around the mold with a cutting wheel or another tool to make sure you have that perfect edge. Just going all the way around the mold. There we are. Now the inside ones are pushing out. Just make sure, get the edge of the blade and push it out on top of the fondant. This just ensures that the windows in your border also have perfect edges. you'll notice that all the moulds have this lip around the edge. I'm going to put my fingers underneath the mould and use my thumbs to flex the gum paste out. You can see that it's ready to come out. Just going to turn the mould over, lift the mould up, and out it pops. Perfect. Just going to lift it up so you can actually see the detail, the textured detail that has transferred across. I just wanted to quickly show you what this border would look like around a small cake. Instead of putting this around a cake, I have decided to put it around a cake board. So I've already started, and I'm going to put this final bit in here. The great thing about these moulds is that they've been designed in a mathematically genius way to make sure that they will always go round whatever size circle that you have. The great thing about that is that you'll never know where the design starts and where it finishes. The next two moulds I'm going to use are the Prime Flourish moulds. Now I love these moulds, they're just beautiful scrolls. Normally on cakes you'd find similar types of scroll work piped by hand in royal icing. Piping in royal icing is extremely time consuming, and what these moulds allow you to do is simply push in a piece of gum paste, pop it out, and give you beautiful sugar pieces to place on top of your cakes. So I'm just going to roll out my piece of gum paste. And then I'm going to dust my mould. Remember that you only need a very thin film, so take out any excess cornstarch. And then I'm going to place my gum paste on top of the mould and push it in. And you can see immediately that the blades are starting to come through the gum paste. Again, just quick strokes over the top of the mould to get rid of that excess gum paste. Just pushing down the gum paste a bit more to ensure that the pattern is transferred across. Now I'm just going to get rid of the excess paste inside the window with a tool. And then I'm going to use my finger to push the blade down on top of the gum paste. And this is to give that perfect edge. Just going to go all the way round. When you get to the window, push the blade out and push it on top of the gum paste. Now I'm going to use the lip again. With my thumb, I'm going to flex the mould with my fingers underneath the mould. You can see it's ready to come out. Turn it over and out it pops. So I have the other side of the flourish mould, and I'm just going to show you how you can put them together in different ways to make different designs. So I've made a heart there. Now we can just pop them here, and then if I get another two, I can place them at the bottom. These would look great on a round cake or even on a square cake. You can also pop them together to make two hearts. The next two moulds I'm going to show you are the left and right ensemble scroll moulds. Now these scrolls are beautiful. I've made two of them earlier. I'm also going to show you the left and right essential flourish molds, which are quite small but can make beautiful hearts. Just going to place 2 of them on top of here. You can already see a beautiful design. The molds in the scroll collection are highly compatible with each other, so you can just purchase a few of the molds and create beautiful designs. Just going to put a heart in at the top here, and you can already see a lovely design forming. Finally, I'm just going to show you what the right essential and the left essential flourish molds look like on top of a cake. As mentioned before, once placed together, they create lovely little hearts. There we are. Beautiful. This is a shot of the final design to the side of my cake. And this is the top part of my cake. This is a shot of my final cake. I hope you can see how easy it is to create such beautiful designs using these lovely molds from the scroll collection.